Welcome back to Christian Thoughts. In today's episode, we'll dive into a story that beautifully illustrates the essence of true generosity, the story of the widow's coin. This humble act by an unnamed widow in the Bible holds profound lessons and hidden insights that we might overlook at first glance. So, let's explore the deeper meaning behind this powerful account. Let's start by reading the passage from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 12, verses 41 to 44. Jesus sat down opposite the place where the offerings were put and watched the crowd putting their money into the temple treasury. Many rich people threw in large amounts, but a poor widow came and put in 2 very small copper coins, worth only a few cents. Calling his disciples to him, Jesus said, "Truly I tell you, this poor widow has put more into the treasury than all the others. They all gave out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in everything, all she had to live on." At first glance, this might seem like a simple story about giving, but let's dig a little deeper. 1. The setting. In ancient Israel, widows were among the most vulnerable members of society. Without a husband to support them, they often lived in poverty. The fact that this widow had only 2 small coins highlights her extreme poverty. The value of the coins. The 2 coins she offered were lepta, the smallest coins in circulation at the time, worth just a fraction of a penny today. While the amount was insignificant in the world's eyes, it was everything she had. The heart of the matter. The true value of her offering wasn't in the amount, but in the sacrifice. The wealthy gave out of their surplus, what they could easily spare. But the widow gave all she had, showing that God measures our giving not by the size of the gift, but by the heart behind it. Now, here's a fascinating piece of trivia that deepens our understanding of this passage. The contrast with the rich givers. In the same chapter, just a few verses earlier, Jesus warns against the teachers of the law who devour widows' houses. Mark 12:40. It's no coincidence that Jesus contrasts the greed of the religious leaders with the generosity of this poor widow. Her act of selfless giving is a rebuke to the hypocrisy and pride of those who sought to appear righteous while exploiting the vulnerable. A lesson in faith. The widow's action wasn't just about generosity. It was a profound act of faith. She trusted God to provide for her needs, even when she gave away all she had. This story challenges us to consider how much we trust God with our resources and whether we're willing to give sacrificially, as she did. True worship. The widow's offering was an act of worship. In the temple, people's gifts were meant to honor God, but the widow's gift was unique because it came from a place of genuine devotion. Jesus highlights her gift to show that God values the heart behind the act more than the act itself. So, what can we learn from the widow's coin? Here are a few takeaways. 1. Generosity isn't about the amount. Whether we have much or little, what matters is the spirit in which we give. God values our willingness to give, even when it's a sacrifice. 2. Faith in action. Like the widow, we're called to trust God with our lives and resources, believing that He will take care of us, even when we give sacrificially. 3. A reminder of true worship. The widow's act challenges us to examine our own hearts. Are our offerings and acts of service done out of genuine love for God? Or are they done out of obligation or to gain recognition? The story of the widow's coin teaches us that true generosity is measured by the heart and not the amount. It's a call to live with a faith that trusts God completely and to give in a way that honors Him. If this message touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Christian Thoughts for more insights into the Bible that can transform your life. Until next time, may God bless you abundantly as you seek to live out His Word.